Hello and welcome to the South County EDC's 30th Annual Economic Summit. I am Jim O'Callahan, the President and CEO of the South County EDC. 31 years ago, a group of business and civic leaders got together and formed the EDC with the purpose of enhancing our communities here in South County. Through the years, South County EDC has focused on partnering with our communities to attract investment in infrastructure, housing, and workforce development. In this time, we have served as a convener and catalyst on projects such as the Cross Border Express, Bayfront Project, and many more. Over the past couple of months, our communities, businesses, and residents have faced challenges like never before. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, we have worked together to bring resources to those most in need and find new and creative ways to get things done. Due to the tremendously dedicated board of the SCEDC and my predecessor, we were positioned well to be on the front lines of assisting our businesses. In the early days of the state of emergency, we began issuing loans to restaurants facing tremendous uncertainty. Over the following months, we worked with local governments to put money in the hands of businesses in desperate need through partnered grant programs. While there are still challenges on the horizon, there are positive indicators and things to look forward to. As you will hear today, we are seeing the workforce moving back to employment, companies finding new ways to provide services to their customers, and our communities working together to move past this. We continue to see encouraging progress on transformational projects. The Bayfront project, when completed, will serve as a centerpiece, attracting renewed investment and interest in South County. The addition of the second border crossing in Otay Mesa will allow the world's busiest land border crossing to serve more people quicker. This has also enabled the attraction of major logistical businesses, creating great jobs right here in South County. The South County EDC is here to be a partner with businesses in our cities to ensure we attract and retain high-quality jobs, enhancing the communities we live in. As we look to the future, we too are shifting our model to provide tangible resources and information in new ways. Our goal is to equip businesses with the tools needed to grow and thrive here in South County. Over the coming weeks, you will see an all-new web portal experience with data and information tools not currently available in one place. We continue to work with our partners to identify the skills needed for the future employee and develop the pipeline encouraging companies to operate right here. As a bit of housekeeping, there are several great communication features available to you today throughout the summit. To the right of your screen, you will see two. First, the chat feature will allow you to have a streaming chat with other participants in each session. Secondly, the polls tab will afford you an opportunity to ask questions of the speakers. The third option allows you to message other participants privately. Just click on their profile, either in the room you are in or through the attendees tab. At the conclusion of the session, which you're watching, navigate through the remainder of the tremendous content by clicking each meeting on the schedule page. I want to thank you for taking the time to join us today, and I know you will enjoy the great array of speakers we have scheduled. Again, none of this would be possible without the most committed and engaged board of directors and summit committee. It is my pleasure to introduce our chair of the board, John Moot.
For the board of directors of South County EDC, and with special thanks to Fernando Tatis Jr. and Will Myers, I want to welcome you to the 30th Annual Economic Summit. My name is John Moot, and I'm chairman of South County EDC during this year of the pandemic. It is my great hope, and I'm sure yours as well, that by this time next year, we will be back in the safe confines of the convention center or some other suitable location where we can network in person and share the stories of our businesses and families and how we survived and maybe even thrived during this unusual year. Fortunately, thanks to our many great sponsors, we've been able to keep this great South County tradition alive and well despite the circumstances. But before we go on with our program, I would like to take a moment for a brief silent prayer. Regardless of whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or Independent, we do have only one president. And I would like to take a moment for silent prayer for his health, the health of his family and his wife, and for all those afflicted by the coronavirus. So may we bow our heads and say a silent prayer for the health of our nation and our president. Lifting our heads and envisioning the flag of this great country, may we take to heart these words and say together the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have today what I hope you will find to be a great virtual program, and with fingers crossed, few technical glitches. We will begin our program with the opening remarks and welcome by our mayor, the mayor of San Diego, Kevin Faulconer. This will be followed by the State of County address by one of the greatest leaders the South County region has ever been blessed with, Supervisor Greg Cox. From there, at about 9:40, we will have our first panel discussion on COVID-19 and doing business given the uncertainty of this virus and running businesses during this unusual period. Next at 10:15 or shortly thereafter, we'll have our first keynote speaker, the Lieutenant Governor of California. This will be followed by a USMC binational panel and then our traditional economic forecast. This year, since we are virtual, please feel free to have a stiff drink by your side in the event the economic forecast deems one appropriate. Following this, and just after the noon hour, we will have our panel on how to do business with the military. At 12:45, we'll have our second keynote speaker, a classmate of mine in high school and college, and an inspiration, an example of how this great country of ours continues to find and elect leaders of all sorts of diverse and different backgrounds. We will end our program with our traditional award ceremony, honoring the leaders and businesses who have stepped up their game in one of the toughest conditions ever known in modern American history. None of this would have been possible, and this great yearly tradition may never have happened without our sponsors. I would especially like to thank our title sponsor, Sanyo Gas and Electric, our award sponsors, Cox Communication, Mitsubishi Cement, the Pasha Group, Republic Services, Tony McCune, US Bank, and Walmart. Thanks also to our breakout sponsors, legacy sponsors, essential and social sponsors whose names you are seeing on the screen. Next, we will have a video from our title sponsor, Sanyo Gas and Electric, and then I will turn over the screen to a person who needs no introduction, the great mayor of the nation's finest city, the mayor of San Diego, Kevin Faulconer.
Hi, this is Mayor Kevin Faulconer, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all to the South County EDC's 30th Annual Economic Summit. 2020 has thrown us a lot of challenges, but in true San Diego fashion, our region has come together like never before. neighbors looking out after one another, communities rallying to support our small businesses, and our region proving that this pandemic will not break our spirit. And this year's Economic Summit is a very important one. It's the first time we've come together since the new USMCA trade agreement went into effect. It's a time when businesses are still looking for creative ways to get through this crisis and to get resources to help. And it's a great time to plan where we're headed as our region begins to return to the new normal. From providing economic impact loans to keep businesses open, to assisting the city in distributing much-needed CARES Act funding. I can't say enough about the South County EDC and CEO Jim O'Callahan for their continued partnership. Thank you for all that you do. And thank you to all of you for your strength through this difficult time. I wish everyone a very productive 30th Annual Economic Summit. Thank you.
Powered by innovation. Our future belongs to you. At SDG&D, we're committed to building a better future because we know that our community depends on us. Energized by achievement, driven by people and partnerships, and dedicated to the belief that tomorrow will be a better, brighter day. We know that delivering energy is a great responsibility. We promise to bring our very best in everything we do, because we know the future can only be better if we are better. We are committed to making a difference, to help you build a future that outshines the past, a future that includes everyone and serves them equally. Our promise to you is that we will lead the charge for excellence in the way we work and in the way we live. We are more than an energy company. We are a people company. We are SDG&D, working with you to create a better future.